heard of this guy. I haven't heard of these people.
He hasn't heard of.
I've been gone for 3 years, right? So I from that whole whoever came out, whoever became famous during that time frame of 2021
You know Victoria Monet?
to 2023. When did she come out? Did she come out between 2021 and 2023?
The fact that he bit his finger like that. Bro, I just cringed in real life, bro. I never cringed in real life ever. He was like.
I'm just wondering, did she come out between those time frames?
Down.
Bro,
See?
he really said pay
Rob,
me or else.
okay.
He said, I know. He ain't
Rob,
about it. None of
didn't
us.
talk. He know better than to market me.
Man.
And then
That's
what
not
you
what
gonna
we're
do?
gonna do.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's not what we're gonna do. Down.
Victoria Monet.
Down.
Her sound,
Victoria Monet is fire
her
for
music.
Down.
I think it's what we needed, and she's underrated. I think
I'll tell you
Leon
the
Thomas
only
is
reason-
underrated.
No.
Ty Dolla $ign is underrated.
sure. Yeah, the only reason I know of Victoria Monet is through Zoe. She played her a lot when we first started.
Which
dating.
one?
No.
F-U-C-K? Friend you can keep? Friend you
She
No.
played that a few times, but not a lot. She played. Didn't she make "On My Mama"?
Yeah.
So that song,
Stop.
like riding to the gym with Zoe,
No.
with that song playing, I used to be like, man, low key.
Sit.
It's a vibe.
I'm like, bro, I'm finna
Okay,
go. I'm
what
finna
she
go
say?
deadlift 600. Talking about on my mama, on my.
I look fly. I look good.
Yeah.
Touch my swag.
Man, I was like, all right, bro, I'm about to
Yeah.
go in the gym, deadlift 500-600, go crazy.
She did eat that song.
On my mama. I ain't even know my mama last name till I was 8. I'm in there like, I'm about to put this on her. Trying to pull the bar up like crazy. Almost threw my back off. But no, so Victoria Monet, fire. There's another girl she was listening to. And I think it was because she a Leo. It's Zoe a Leo, I'm a Leo. Her name was like Mona Leo or something like that.
Y'all both Leo?
You didn't know that? Our birthdays is the day apart.
I think you told me that. I think my
Yeah.
brain just.
So she the 21st, I'm the 22nd. She a cougar. She older, they older than me.
Rawr.
Rawr. I'm scared.
Rawr.
Bro. But I low-key want to dive more into this sugar mama situation. Rob, tell us more about the sugar mama. This song I've been playing daily.
There is no
Because, hey,
Listen.
he been eating.
Is that a he? I thought it was her.
Her, him, they, them, whatever.
She said I'm gonna bring a strap.
I
And
thought-
I'm gonna bring 2.
I
I was like,
thought it was a- I
I
thought it
was
was
like,
a-
I get it.
I thought it was
Sexual
a
innuendo.
him because
Double
of
entendre.
the cover.
Yeah, that's a girl. It's an epidemic going around where it's like fine studs is going and taking all the bad shorties away from the straight men.
Is that what's happening?
She a fine stud.
Rob, you don't stand a chance against that.
You shut no doubt because I don't.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't
look,
stand a chance.
Look, I'm a married man. I ain't worried about it. But I'm just saying.
Damn.
You like
Look at her. She just snatched her up
It's a
real
snatch though, girl. Imagine.
Where her man just come and sit down.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
Talk to her.
Listen.
Talk
She
to
licked her lips.
bro.
She said,
She
"What's your number?"
said, that's her dude, and then she leaning back laughing. Ah, ha, ha, yeah.
That's our woman.
You hear what she's saying? You gonna do what I say.
But did you see old girl and how she ran up to the other dude in the background? Y'all didn't even see. Y'all didn't even
Nah,
peep.
I ain't see it.
Y'all ain't peep black dude and what happened.
Oh, yeah. But why he beefing with her though? Look, he can't even.
But the bartender ain't even want that white girl.
That's what I'm saying. She
Oh,
was
sorry,
like,
y'all.
No, he wasn't
Sorry,
talking.
y'all.
No,
Sorry,
she
y'all.
was.
I love my vanilla people. I just want to make that disclaimer.
No, she was really excited. Like as you guys were saying. No, as you guys were saying. As you guys were saying, I don't stand a chance against that. It was the white girl really excited to see the black dude. She ran up and gave him a hug in the
But
background.
why he
and we
started
all
tripping
started
on her
laughing.
after he got the hug? She was like,
Oh no, he's not tripping. He's just been.
She tripping
Oh,
on
just talking.
She's too cold. I know that's right, Mom.
Like that's basically he gave y'all the answer for me. Like I'm not even worried about
where's
it.
she
Look at her,
going
she gotta go
though?
find her.
Look, she just left her man to go back here.
Quite
That's a
literally.
stud this whole time.
That's a stud the whole time. Whole time you didn't even know.
She, hey,
Wait,
8. What Kalani say? 8, 8, 8, 8. I'm gonna play that song next.
Now look. Now you tell me like Stud get the moon walking up to your girl singing this song.
She can have her. She get the moon walking up to my girl. Take her. Cause I don't want you to take me.
Like, bro, come on.
I mean, but what can we in reality? What can we do,
Bro,
do we gotta fight?
First, low key, rated E for everybody, bro.
A stud gonna whoop somebody butt. Can we cuss on this podcast?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we was cussing or not.
No,
A stud gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
I thought the blonde hair person was the
Look,
artist.
why he mad? He like, bro, why you running away from me?
Oh,
Louis, what you want, bro?
He confused on what happened.
She confused. That's a stud. She handsome too.
Yep.
Stop. She gonna sit down and eat.
The girl is mine. The goddamn girl is mine. Yep.
Did you just eat a fucking olive? That just ruined the whole song for me.
No,
She just ate a raw ass olive.
I feel like you hating just because you just like, bro, damn, competition.
No,
More
she was
competition. Competition entered the chat.
No, listen. Everything about that song, fire.
Yeah.
The moment she put that fucking raw ass olive in her mouth,
Yeah.
I lost all.
I know we
sensibility.
can.
I don't know how you say her.
He gotta censor that whole
Yeah.
sentence. You didn't cuss on my.
Wait, what'd he say? I wasn't paying attention, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The F-bomb. He said MFA. You know who loved MFA?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Keep
Oh
Samuel-
shit, we think about two different people.
No, same. Two different people, but same round.
I'm thinking about Samuel L.
Hey,
Jackson.
y'all ever seen Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Why we watch Pulp Fiction? You never seen it? Pulp
Luke
Fiction
was there when
it's
we watched Pulp
Quentin
Fiction.
Tarantino first movie.
he's-
Not first movie, but it's like
You
one of his
seen
first
Pulp
movies.
Fiction with us. You might not have watched it. You weren't paying attention, but you were in the apartment when we played Pulp
Just
Fiction.
because y'all watch everything on my TV anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we watched Pulp Fiction.
We watched it multiple times.
And I was
though.
like, bro, why this movie is like this? Like it jumped around from time, but it was beautiful.
We
But it
probably
was
gotta cut this audio because this is a good song.
which one? Is this Leon Thomas again? What's this? Who's this?
be careful. The more you turn it up, the more it's gonna be in our voice memos.
Yeah.
And that's where you got to shape the audio from.
That's okay, cause I can chop it up. I can chop it up.
It's gonna be a long process of me training you. All these people go watch me sit here and train you and flick your nose constantly. You go sit down, you go do your little whining thing. But you will be
So
trained.
what we'll call this segment low key from now on, Luke's top picks.
Yeah.
Luke's top picks. Low key.
Down.
Because he putting everybody onto the playlist, onto the fire. Those Luke's top
Down.
picks. You feel me? I like it. Because I'm liking this song. Shit.
Y'all want to know something crazy?
What?
So in grad school, we had to create videos about
Yeah.
certain things, and I on my YouTube channel,
Rob, who's here?
I actually named it Lunch with Luke's.
Yeah.
They got a whole little intro, got a little cover picture, like it got the whole 9 yards. And you gotta sit back. I feel like you're in the camera way of me.
No, it's two angles. So
I
he
know
should
it's
be
two
good.
angles, but I like this angle too.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting in the middle.
Like he in the middle.
Like I'm in the middle. Like
That's
I
why
mean,
I
Hey,
in the
this
middle.
is JLR.
That's why we put. That's why I
Yeah.
made it JLR because I wanted Luke to be directly in the middle, center of attention.
Why?
Me and
Why?
me and Rob on the shoulders. You feel me? It's just. I think it's a good little triangle. You feel me?
Down,
You feel me?
down.
But you were saying. You were saying about in grad school, y'all.
Oh yeah, we had to create videos about stuff.
Yeah.
And on my YouTube channels, I actually did Lunch with Luke. And my friends in grad school would always be like, can you stop? Thank you. Would be like, you should probably do your YouTube channel anyway because of the content and the conversations we will have that I will have with people. And they're like, I think you would just be so good at a YouTube personality.
Yeah.
Like you can make bank for it. And I think that's something we had a conversation about in undergrad also.
Yeah.
Because of how we would just sit in my room and
You spoiling him. I see it.
spoil him. Spoil.
Oh wait, you said I spoiled who?
I see you. You over here rubbing him.
Yeah,
I felt bad for the little nigga too.
I'm at least rubbing with my feet because I feel bad if he not getting touched. I feel bad because Louis keep getting sick, bro, and it's my fault. Cause it's my fault, bro. He got this is my protein.
To be fair,
To be fair, I didn't keep the protein from him, but bro.
I will say this.
He
He's
was
healthy
walking.
now.
He was walking. I told Rob the story earlier. He was walking and he was looking. I was like, oh my gosh, Louis, how you feeling today? You cute. Louis looked up at me, did a little doggy smile, and then he looked down. And he threw up. He said, "Ugh," and then he ran away from it. And you know, usually dogs like they throw up little puddles, right? He threw up a fat puddle, like he 10 pounds. He threw up a puddle that was bigger than him. All the contents of his stomach. Threw it up, ran away. I was like, damn. I picked him up, walked back in the house. Bro, he was having diarrhea for like a day and a half. And it was because he ate the protein. But the protein didn't have xylitol in it. But yeah, no, Louis keep getting sick. And then the first time it was because I can't remember what he ate, but he ate some eggs off the ground. Like some
here go
some eggs.
Here go Mrs. Studio.
Yeah,
well,
so
Mrs. Studio Girl.
I don't know how you say her name, KWN, but like she got a crazy discography. It's kind of fire.
Her repertoire. Listen,
Yeah.
I saw this song and I wanted to play it next, but it's another song that I think would be better than this one.
I'm not gonna lie.
I played this song in a couple.
She's a really good artist. But she played a role of the stud, but she does not sound like it.
19 million views.
All I gotta say is she is dressing like a stud. Her voice and how she's singing.
dressing like.
I'm not gonna lie. She's singing like SZA. She's singing like SZA and dressing like Kendrick. It don't make sense.
You know what I think? Y'all remember what's his name? It's not Division, it's like DVSN.
Division?
That's his name?
Yes.
Division?
He pronounced it Division.
She's singing like Division.
She is, and I love
Think about
Division.
it. Cause that's a dude, he's singing R&B, he's singing love songs. She's singing like Division. Who cares? Like she might be dressed up like a stud, but like she
she pulls it off. I'm just saying she don't look like how her voice sounds.
And Party Next Door.
Yeah, she in that lane. She in Division, Party Next Door lane.
Party Next Door, Step Home. Division.
It's just like when you see her dressed like this, right? You expect. I'm not
gonna
lie.
act like you wouldn't put that on though.
No,
you would put that on.
It's not.
The fit
It's not the fit aside. I'm saying the way she's dressing. I'm expecting.
Her sound.
I'm expecting New York, like some type of ghetto, like not even girly. Like I'm expecting when she wears
that's
shit,
so trap. That
like
rap.
the stomp shit, like the what's the shit that
you talking about the drill?
Yeah,
shit?
like I'm expecting her to drop a drill song, but she is dropping straight. I mean, there's great songs. I'm not saying
she don't give me the Young and May vibe. I get what you're saying though. Like he expect the Young and May vibe.
Yeah.
What part in our relationship do y'all think y'all play?
In all three of our relationships.
Yeah, like what in our friend group? What role do you think you play? What role do you think you play? And I'll explain what role I think I play.
Who do you want to go first?
You go first.
We'll do the direction of the name, JLR. We just do it. Start with Juwan.
But why are you laughing?
He came up with it. He came up with that. I didn't do that. He came up with that. It was a good. I thought it was
because
it
it rolls off.
It
doesn't roll off the tongue in that with that combination of letters any better than JLR. You can do RJL, which isn't as bad, but it's still kind of weird. LR. Yeah,
that's
JRL.
That don't sound right. That don't sound right.
JLR sounds better. JLR Studios.
Listen,
like we got a brand.
Disclaimer for all the viewers. I wasn't a part of that conversation. I let them have their one-on-one time because I had one-on-one time with both of them last weekend for about an hour or so. So I had to let them like vibe out with each other. Granted, we vibe out with each other all the time.
You know what's crazy?
But you know.
We didn't introduce ourselves at all.
We didn't.
All right, look, man. I'm Juwan. This is Luke. And that's Rob.
Hello. Rob.
Yeah, we just some party people, man. We've been knowing each other since college. We've been friends since like our freshman year of college, which was 2016. It's now 2025.
Yeah, I think. Okay, well, I think we knew each other freshman year of college, and what
Yeah.
really strengthened our friendship.
Look,
Yeah,
I have a
living
picture of
together.
you taking a picture
It
in my
is.
room day one that we met. We were friends from the first day.
Okay,
You
first
can't
of all,
say this.
no,
Okay.
that's because you wanted to steal my jacket I got in high
You
school.
let it happen.
Okay, first of all, I didn't let it happen. You took it and was like, ooh, this is nice. And I was like, yeah, that was our high school, like, gift to each other, the senior gift, was
Yeah.
Letterman jackets.
So I think the way it worked for me, because this plays it directly into our roles in the friendship, is because you and Rob were friends, and me and Rob were friends. But me and Rob had a different type of friendship because our friendship was frankly built off of lies. In a way.
Wait,
Because,
what?
No, because like it sounds bad, but like I think our relationship was built off of a lot of flexing and pre-flexing when we
Right,
met each
right.
other.
Give me the remote.
Oh,
So our
Saturday morning cart. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's not actually this.
So-
it's my,
it was based off a lot of flexing and pre-flexing, and then when I met you, we just talked like normal people. You feel me? But
Y'all
me
was
and Rob,
flexing
it
to
was
each
like
other?
it was like
Yeah.
okay, so like
I'm sorry.
who gonna be the hardest? You feel me? And I'm
That-
telling him like
that one.
I'm from Flint. You not harder than me. I don't care what you say. There's no way you could ever be harder than me. There's no way you live a life like I live. Yada yada yada. I had something to prove. I had a chip on my shoulder, and I almost had a chip on my shoulder in that way with everybody. So in a way, I kept everybody at a distance.
You had a chip on your shoulder with me?
Nah, not really.
I was say I feel like we
Nah,
was
I think
very
I was very vulnerable when we met. We just instantly clicked and kind of talked. Like I said, me and you have a lot in common that me and Rob don't have in common, and me and Rob have a lot in common that you don't have in common with him,
And I think
vice
that's,
versa.
and I think that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
I think okay, well, disclaimer, a lot of people think I'm an a-hole because they see me and my demeanor is very much so like, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't even breathe my way or I will smack your ass and
Right.
not think twice.
Yeah.
However, that's not the case. I'm actually the sweetest person ever. And I'm like, you need a hug? I work at a gas station. I ask people that all the time.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, y'all two can attest to that
I know,
because
I
I
know what you
literally
mean.
ask y'all 24/7 when we live together.
Yeah.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah. So I think in my role in our friendship, I think I'm just like the person that's there for the push, like I think I push. It could be a good push, a bad push. Like if you feeling negatively, I'm gonna push you in a direction. If you feeling happy, I'm gonna push you in a direction. And I think where I get that from is me being a pusher and a button pusher, like being that voice of, I guess, like that voice of like me being like, bro, you know you that nigga, right? Like that's where I am in the relationship. Is like I'm a reminder. I'm the temperature check, basically. I feel like and the reason I feel like that is because like I got 6 sisters, 4 brothers. I had a hard fucking life, and I couldn't get close with my brothers the same way I got close with y'all. So when I got close with y'all, the one thing I always wanted to remind my brothers is like, bro, you know you that nigga, right? Like you know you don't gotta deal with this. You don't gotta deal with that because you at a higher level than that. Having you guys realize as well, like where you actually stand in the world is not what you see. And I think we all do a level of pushing each other up and putting each other on pedestals and stuff like that. But in a way that betters us, because there's a lot of delusion you could do that might take you down.
I will say,
But-
I think it was
Yeah.
keeping us humble
Yeah.
while still pouring off into us. Because
Yeah.
remember, a lot of times somebody was saying randomly,
Yeah.
like, you really not shit.
Yeah.
And what will I say? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for the daily reminder.
Yeah.
Because it keeps us humble in a way to, like, yes, you can be. Oh my
It's on the
gosh.
couch somewhere. It's on the couch.
Oh,
We can find it
wait,
in a
maybe
little
I'm
bit.
sitting on it.
Yeah.
Let's hope we'll find it.
We'll find it in a little
Um,
bit. Yeah. Trust me, it's not lost.
not
It's
lost.
in here
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
over here
You feel
But
me?
it's a humbling moment to be like, yes, I know that you can say, oh, X, Y, and Z, and all this other stuff, while also being like, you know, just to let you know, don't get a big head. Like, you can still be you and say who you are. Just be humble. Because there's too many people that's not humble about what they have or where they come from or any of that.
Yeah.
So, it was that those days when y'all be like, you not shit, I be like, damn, I ain't heard that in a minute.
But at least we was keeping it real. But we was also, even if we said you not shit, I know we both definitely was like,
We
stay
knew.
you.
Right. We
Like if you
knew
were,
what you
I don't
meant.
care if
It
you ain't
wasn't
shit.
no-
Luke.
No, sometimes
just stay you.
Some of those things was because we really, all three of us, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the role that I fulfill in our friendship because everybody kind of fulfills out a certain role. I feel like we're all there for all ways and manners that we need to be when we need to be there for each other.
Yeah.
You
But I
was
feel
a part
like
of
I'm
the Delusion
specific.
crew.
I feel like I'm specifically a part of the. I bring us back to just the blunt, hard reality of
Fucking
life.
reality. Yeah, no, I ain't
like,
like that shit makes sometimes
some
make me
of
want
this
to choke the shit out of I'm like, look, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. This is what the fuck I'm doing.
So was I the one living
And
in
then-
delusion?
And then he'd be like, Juwan, you gotta realize that. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Nobody asked you that.
I mean,
like,
bro.
I'm just the one that brings us back to like ground to let you know like we're not better than nobody. Like when
No.
there's some things sometimes where I had to be like, hey, you're not shit, and I had to say that because I was like, listen, we are terrible people for laughing at this man falling down the steps right now in that wheelchair.
Bro.
We ain't shit, but it was funny. Right? Like that's like the type of guy I am.
Luke, what do you feel like what do you feel like you play? Like what role you play in a relationship? I already know where I think you is, but we'll save that for after you say that.
No. What do you think?
Luke is the like if you're the reality, I'm the delusion. He's the intelligence. He's the brain. No, real shit. Cause think about this, bro.
I wouldn't call you delusion. You're like
No,
the
you're not-
motivation.
I'm like the motivation, right?
You're the motivation.
But Luke's the intelligence. So intelligence gives you direction on implementation. So if I have the motivation, I might have the motivation, but I don't have a fucking map. Or I just don't know how to read the map. Luke knows how to read the map. And by that I mean Luke knows how to read life. He knows how to navigate life in a way that's beneficial for us and for him. And he might tell us, and we might not listen, but fuck it.
Whoa. Let's make a
Look.
very clear line. Y'all won't listen.
All right.
It ain't no fight. Y'all won't
We
listen.
won't listen.
So I'll say this,
Yeah.
right? If I am the brutal honesty, right?
Yeah.
Jawan would be the blind motivation,
Yeah.
and you would be the the lecturing, the overbearing lecturer. The
Overbearing is crazy.
I won't say
Wait,
overbearing.
No.
I
It
say-
would be like because Luke fulfills the role that a helicopter parent would feel to their children.
Yeah.
But he gives
For
off
you,
the-
no, for you.
Okay, that's because I don't
That's what
listen.
I'm saying, for me.
Well, I don't listen to shit.
Me and Luke have debates. And
We have very strong
though I
debates
may
and conversations.
lose the debates, let's just be clear, I might lose like 70% of them, maybe 75, maybe 80. If I lose the debate, I take it on chin. But it's never like I never feel like I'm being parented. I never feel like he overstepping the friend boundary. I feel like a lot of time, like, cause again, me and Luke have a different relationship than you and Luke have.
Well, that's the thing,
And-
right? When I say
yeah.
overbearing, I'm saying like an overbearing parent because
Mhm.
that's the only.
I told you to stop babying that dog.
Bro, he
And
trying
what
to
you
make
do.
love to
And
your
what
man.
you do? Baby that dog. Every
You
time
have
I
to
yell
just
at the
hold him
dog,
like this.
every time I yell at the
You just
dog,
hold
you be
him
like,
like
don't
this.
you let
But
the dog.
no, when I say like that's the only way you can really jump into this paradigm and understand it for everybody to understand because it's not like a parental thing, right? Luke says the shit. He'll say the stuff that we know, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, a big thing is I like to point out simple, obvious truths that you can see, and then I make you admit those truths to yourself.
Yeah.
Psychology
Luke-
major should have been psychology major, y'all.
Yeah.
Luke is the type of person that will not only sit there and guide you to that answer, but he does it in a way to where you also have to take accountability for what you do. But he does it in a way gentler way than I do. To where I just I'm like, so why do you think that happened? So you don't think you did anything wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with this. If I was to put you in this situation.
The questions you ask.
It's like okay, so sometimes
oh my God.
I know what you're talking about.
Back
Sometimes
to the beginning to what I said. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole, y'all, but I'm truly not.
No, I know what you mean though, because sometimes when he asks questions, the way he asks it makes it sound
like, damn,
like damn, bro, you don't fuck with me. Like, damn, bro. Like, why you on that shit? Like, you don't love me no more. Like, damn, I thought you was my bro. Why the fuck you taking their side? He like, but Juwan, you know you were wrong, bro. Hold on.
When you said that, but
you gotta.
Oh
he's like,
God.
But you gotta see it from all angles.
Think about how they feel.
Look, I ain't seeing shit, and I don't care about how they feel. Guess what, man?
See, and I would have did it that way. I would have been like, okay.
No,
so
but
tell me how you feel.
You know what I would say though?
But
this
that's what you
dynamic
need.
keeps us from being too childish.
It does.
It keeps us from being too
I
childish.
think
bro.
we all have our moments. I think mine's more than y'all's where I'm like, I should be petty right now.
Man.
And one of y'all have to tell me like, no.
No,
Yeah.
because you being petty are often over problems that me and Juwan have to give you motivation and lectures through.
To even be petty,
Like,
you gotta,
yeah,
you
like,
gotta be, you gotta be.
your
like,
fight to
you
be
gotta
petty
pushed
is-
up the hill to be petty.
Exactly.
We gotta walk you off the plank, bro. Like, and then you're like, okay, man, fuck this shit. I'm about to be petty, man.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
she on the mic. Yeah.
So I be listening to this in the gym. I be doing my hip thrust. I be.
Cause you know you going home at the end of the night. You about to.
This is what I'm about to shadow box you, right?
I'm like, my wife finna get this shit.
Y'all know I can be petty. I just choose not to because I'm like, it's not going to help the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. And I think it's why I add fuel to the fire. Y'all know that's my mindset. With
Yeah.
And I think since we've been out of college, granted, y'all, I done lived in like 5 different states. You done lived across the ocean.
Shit, I done lived in 3 different states.
Right, you done lived in 3 different states. I think not being around each other, we haven't saw those complete changes of what happened with each other in our experiences kick into play.
Yeah.
Not much changed when I was overseas, guys. Not gonna lie to you.
I know. I talk to you like every other day. But I think now I am a lot pettier and just do what I want instead of. I'm gonna say I'll talk to you and you be like, yeah, I'm about to just.
Well, that's what you needed. That's what you've always needed. Like, we've all had like our problems when we were growing up that I've noticed.
You feel me? I feel no. Damn.
We all had
This
our
song just
problems.
make me wanna.
Especially growing up, like, it's what I noticed that in college, right, is that we each had a particular issue that we were like kind of struggling with, right?
Yeah.
Luke constantly had interpersonal relationship problems with his partners. We were all kind of going through that.
I got Tom and Jerry.
You were having problems with abusive relationships,
That motherfucker threw thumbtacks on the
and
ground
I
and
was
said,
having problems
Hey,
with
you jump on your
maintaining
bed.
relationships.
Wait, what? Well, that's also because I didn't really do relationships in college. Y'all know I did them towards the end of college.
Yeah, that's what I was saying though.
Yeah,
like,
like-
we all had different problems.
You know,
to where
honestly,
you
I
had
think-
problem forming them. Juwan
Getting
had
in a
problems.
relationship in college was the stupidest thing ever. I know exactly what my problem was in college. I came from a family that talked shit about me. I came from people who like it was normal for them to be like combative and aggressive and have a level of ambivalence towards your relationship with them, almost like they didn't really care. And then you sit there and you watch that shit and you think about it and you like that. If that's what you grow up and you experience that shit, you when you get in a relationship, you expect to find
You
somebody.
better throw it back. That's why she got that shot on.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, like.
Sorry.
No, I feel you.
Okay,
I hear the song.
yeah.
I'm like, damn.
She
like,
was-
like, at least you pulling her.
Okay.
But look,
Yeah.
when
That's why she
you
had that shot
when
on.
you have that and you go into a relationship in college and it's your first time adulting and you start dating somebody who really don't give a fuck about you, but you used to people who show that they don't give a fuck about you in life. You used to that. That was my issue. Is I thought if somebody didn't give a fuck about me, I thought that was normal behavior because that's what I was used to. I ignored, bro. There was thousands, millions. There was tons of girls who was like, especially when I had my fucking dreads and I was fucking slim and I was in college. And first in college, I'm a young man. I'm handsome. I'm tall. I'm coming in there. There was a bunch of girls throwing themselves at me. A bunch of them that liked me. I just happened to go for the ones who didn't fuck with me. I was like, why the fuck is all these girls who like me? I'm like, y'all obviously don't like me for real because y'all like me too much. I've never experienced what it felt like to be liked or pursued or wanted at that level. So I'm going for the people who got their back turned to me, who don't even want to fuck with me. So then I have a cycle of going for people who don't fuck with me, and then I don't break that cycle until I get into the fucking car accident. Then I'm like, I don't want to feel like people don't fuck with me no more. I don't like dating somebody who feel like they could care less whether I touch them, who could care less whether they touch me. You feel
But
me?
do you think that's because of the dating in college, or do you think that's just the kind of mentality that most? I mean, we've now experienced it, right? We've gotten to this age to where we can now see and look at things that we've watched come from the beginning. We watched TikTok start from a concept to a beta.
I'm not going to even go into social media shit. I'm going to say it's cultural. It's
but
cultural.
even with it being cultural,
like
right?
my expectations of what I wanted from a wife and from a partner, from a girl, like at that age, my expectations were different than my expectations as a more mature adult. My expectations are a lot different than what they were then. My expectations then was for the bare minimum. And then I didn't realize that somebody calling me babe is not even a high expectation. That's just the normal, that's fucking pet name. Like, now my expectation is fucking different. It's way different. Like, you know what I mean? I would say it's cultural, but then also, you as a man, you gotta know how to be able to walk the person you in love with and you love into your expectations. I didn't even realize that my whole point of being a man is for me to create the life that I want. And by creating the life I want, I have to guide this person who I love and who says love me. I have to guide them into what I want. I have to continuously communicate what I want, which I thought, why should I have to communicate to you what I want? You're a woman. You should fucking know that I want you should know I want my steak well done. Why the, what? Get in that kitchen. No, I was playing. I ain't gonna do that.
But that was our
you feel me?
maturity
That was my maturity level. It's like, you should know this. But, you know, obviously now I know, like, no, you gotta talk. You gotta open your mouth. You gotta fucking talk.
Well, that's what a lot of. This is what I wanted to say, right? I think getting into a relationship at any point of time, right? It could be the best or worst things that happen in your life. It all depends on those key things, though, right? You can look at every relationship like.
Who's this?
Flo.
Flo Millie?
So.
Okay.
Either way, in any relationship in your life, you can look at it and you can sit here and say, legitimately, this is where it went wrong, or you can say, I know we didn't do this, this was never going to work out, because I can see right now, from looking back at it now that it's gone and past, that we didn't do this, so we were always going to have this problem and this was going to happen.
Yeah, let me make sure this is good.
And when you think about things like that, you have to realize, right, some of these things aren't problems with just your generation, this is like societal problems. Every marriage you see that fails, why does it fail? Because the husband and wife couldn't come together to make an agreement and actually communicate.
It failed because that was something that was destined to happen from the beginning.
Exactly, because they ignored the problem and never tried to fix it, or never tried to. You can communicate through problems, though.
Yeah.
This is the key thing that people forget, is that everything is what we want.
Yeah.
If we make something fail, a marriage doesn't fail because it was never meant to be. A marriage fails because someone chooses to end it. Just like every relationship in your life, someone is choosing to make that relationship fail. I mean, I'm sorry, this might be the cold hard truth, but at the end of the day, if something is
That gotta end.
No, I agree.
Because someone wants it to.
I 100% agree with you.
Because
I
you make positive
100%
decisions.
agree with you.
Yeah.
No. If a marriage fails, somebody in that marriage chose
Oh, it's not just
Or
a marriage. It's just all like when
Yeah.
a relationship fails, right? It's because someone is unwilling to. And this is
Yeah.
something that we have to look back, and this is something that you, in particular, need to work on. Not to call them out.
Not you. Right? Not you call me out in front of all these people that I don't know. Tell my business.
People do stuff to you, and it is something that is not
Why?
that is not compromisable, right?
Yeah.
You can't compromise on this. This is something that you feel is not correct.
You know
and
what I
you
think?
communicate effectively, and they cannot communicate effectively back. They are making that choice to not communicate effectively back. They can compromise with you. They can fix the issue. It's probably not even that big of a deal to them because they're not even worried about it. But they're choosing not to is showing them putting their foot down, saying, "Hey, if you don't go this way, I don't go this way." type of
What
deal.
about? There's also another subset of people. What about the people who just are tired of playing the game? There's a okay.
You can't be tired of
There's
playing the
there's a
game.
level of people who are not normal people. They've been through hard things in life, and they pretend to blend in with society for long enough to have a normal life.
But you just answered your own question.
Eventually, they get tired of blending in with society. They get tired of faking that game. Not faking, but like they pretend to trying to make the social norms norm. You feel me? They pretend they done holding that standard, and they realize, man, I can't do this no more. Like this is a lot. Obviously, this is them choosing to end the relationship, but it's like, but there's some. I'm just saying that the intentionality behind it isn't always like, hey, like I'm going to choose to walk away from this. It's like you could have came into it with the best of intent. Like everybody says, nobody goes into marriage wanting it to end. You know, they go into it and they think, you know, this would be great.
Most people.
Yeah. And then you realize like shit, man. Like, it's hard keeping this facade up. You know, that's why so many men kill themselves, unalive themselves. So many men unalive themselves. You
Well,
know?
that just so what you're describing, right? That's something. What's unfortunate is, especially us as men, we don't have a choice. You don't have a real choice other than to play your role in society. There's no way, especially us as black men, that we're ever gonna get to play a role in society and not have to do anything, right? Like, if I was, let's say, with the specific situation right now where I have a sugar mom and I never had to work ever again, right? I would never function as a black man successfully in this society after that. I would have to just, my entire time would be convinced of me staying home, or it would be me getting into fighting, and then I eventually outmake her and regain my right as a man in today's society. Because who's going to take me seriously if I walk up to him and say, yeah, my wife makes all the money? Who's gonna
okay,
look at me and take me serious?
Should I'll take you serious.
That's a,
You're one of my best friends, though.
But you wanna know why I
that's
take you
a
serious?
cultural
Because
thing.
that's very hard to do. To say, hey, my wife makes all the money, and that's very hard to do. But if she makes all the money and you still have your passions, interests, and you still doing your own thing, there's nothing wrong with that. You a free man. Think about it.
Of course.
You're no longer a slave. Your wife make all the money, and you fight, and then you focus on your fighting career, and then you eventually go pro fighting, and then you pay her back, or you give her the life
This
she
is my thing.
deserves. You feel me?
But you see how you have to pay her back. Stuff
Wait,
like
listen.
that.
Oh yeah, you have to.
This is my thing. At some point in our lives, whomever we marry will be the breadwinner. Just because
that shit sucks. I'll tell you that.
it sucks, but it's the truth. Because we all want to follow our dreams and do all this other stuff. And it's like, well, how can we do that if we're not making sacrifices to accomplish that?
Well, you know what's crazy though?
Well, it's
like
not-
as a
that's
man,
where
I do
the
not feel
50
like as a man.
That's where yes, she's making her own money right now. She's supporting me with my dreams and everything. So I need to make sure this works. Come into play.
You know, I feel like as a man, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be the breadwinner because I don't feel like we're made. I don't feel like we're made or set up to not be the breadwinner.
And also, I think that's a societal thing.
I've been in plenty of positions where I was not the breadwinner. I've also been in plenty of positions where I was the breadwinner. But I will say the hardest life feels is when I'm down on my luck. because a lot of my confidence and stuff comes from being able to provide for the people that I love and the people that love me. A lot of my confidence comes from being able to give them the things that they need and the things that they want. And a lot of that confidence comes from that level of protection and security I can provide. That's where I feel like I'm useful. And if I feel like I'm not useful, I feel like it's pointless to me being there.
No, it's not pointless. And I go back to saying, like, that's a societal thing of, oh, the women can't be breadwinners and you shouldn't let your wife take care of you and all this other stuff. When is it, like, yes, it's one thing if you can make enough money and support your family, that's amazing. Yeah. As a man, like, that's your goal, to be a provider in all aspects. However, everything at times is not perfect, it's not golden. Yeah. So when are we gonna be okay with saying our partners, the woman that we're with, whomever, can make enough and support us until I can get back on my feet? So because what happens if you're hurt and injured and you can't work?
Well, that's what I wanted to caveat into. Was
that will happen. These type of situations and stuff will happen to where you have to lean on your partner more. And it's not, why do you think in your vows you say for better or worse? For rich or poor?
So, just to caveat this, right?
And I ain't married, y'all, so...
No, but I have the true experience of this exact thing happening, right? I got injured and that changed the entire dynamic.
Because I'm saying, like, you know what I say? You know what I say? There's an expiration date on you not being used. So
it is.
So
but
every woman has a different threshold, and that's what I'm saying is, like, from my perspective, as someone who's married, as Rob's going through, you know, he's getting everything finalized to finish his divorce, man. You know, so it's like. From my perspective, some women have a 2-week expiration date of you not being the breadwinner. Some women have a 2-year expiration date. Some women have a 10-year expiration date.
I was saying those are conversations
I want
you have before you get married.
But you got to know this, right?
But the thing is, women don't. In my opinion, they don't tell you. They show you with their actions.
Do we ask? Do we ask though?
We ask.
How do you ask?
I asked.
God,
okay, so
do you fuck us or do you don't?
No, how do you ask?
He doing? He's like, did you say some dumb shit?
No. How do you ask?
Say it.
No. How do you ask?
I'm done.
So,
all right, come on.
For one, you never ask a woman, how long can I not work until I'm not useful for you? But the way that I asked in my marriage, how long I couldn't, the way that I asked was, I didn't, right?
Pause. Turn this down.
Okay.
So what I did was I did nurtures, and then I would see her reactions, right? So when I first got back from Kuwait, right? You guys know all of this because I told you. When I got back from Kuwait, Iraq, my shoulder, my rotator cuff was messed up. I knew for a fact how bad it was. I had 3 tears. I actually had 4. I knew I had 4, but I told them it was only 3 because I didn't want to not work because I was terrified at the whole fact that I'm coming back from this combat zone and I've been telling my fucking wife that I'm going to come back and I'm going to be normal and everything's going to go back the way it was, and now I have a rotator cuff injury. So I'm freaking terrified. So I never tell her how actually bad it is until they tell me I can't work.
Pause right there. Thank you. How do you ask? Have you asked?
Yeah. And the way I ask is, I guess it's just straight up. Like, before even being married. Like,
what was the response? Because we can call her out here.
Yeah. So
I like receipts, y'all.
Before even being married, like, the reality of it was, hey, you know,
this is my career path. This is my choice.
This is my career path. It's a very volatile career path. Things is not always gonna be perfect, and I need to know that you're gonna support me every step of the way before we even get into this. Because if there's any doubt in your mind or in your heart that you gonna support me throughout this, then this is something we don't need to do. And I need to ask, like, can you follow my lead? Even when I'm not at my best, can you follow my lead? Can you speak life into me? Can you help me when I'm getting beat up by the world? Because my exact words to her was, a lot of times men cannot walk out into the world, slay dragons, fight, kill demons, do everything they need to do, then come back in the house and take their armor off. I gotta come home and I gotta keep my armor on to protect you. So I was like, in the times where I've been wearing my armor for too long, how can you feel me? Basically, what can you do for me? But the reality is also based on my drive, based on who I am as a person, you're always gonna be good.
So both of y'all have said something
Yeah.
that sparked the question, and then I want to wrap this up in a minute because my sister's.
No, you good, you
like,
good.
Y'all about to be late.
Yeah.
So, for you, what was the reason? Did you not tell her it was 4 tears because you wanted to go back to normal? And if so, why lie to her when that foundation? Why did you feel the need? Wait. Don't answer it because I'm gonna ask his.
No. Let him finish. Let him answer first, and then
Okay. Hey, because to me, it's like, you didn't answer because it was some type of hesitation there to begin with because you didn't trust her completely. So if the trust is not there, then how are you expecting this person to meet you at that halfway point and say, you know what, I can support you no matter what we go through and be there for you. I know y'all said people have an expiration date and everything, but if we're not asking these tough questions or being 100% honest about whatever the case may be.
I'm sorry. I thought I would get over there. I was like, oh shit.
Whatever the case may be, then how can you get the right answer?
So I want you to. I misspoke there, right?
Damn.
I never lied to her.
Pause.
I never lied to her
Pause
about
what?
my energy.
I was about to say both of y'all have been married and I've still been single.
So me.
No ranks.
So I'll let you guys know this, right? Me and her were together since 2021. We had been together, and then we had gotten married.
I
right
made
before
dinner for
deployed.
y'all.
Exactly, and I had gotten deployed right before like 2023 in June or January, right? So we had been married. We had already had a solidified relationship to where it was unconditionally to the expanded infinity and forever, right? Those were the 3 mottos, like the 3 things we always said to each other, right? To make sure we knew this wasn't gonna be anything. When her back got hurt from her working, I was the one picking up the slack being a breadwinner. So I never assumed that there was going to be a problem with if I was to get hurt in the first place. That's kind of how I kind of assumed it. But then I also realized, right, I take notes because females aren't going to be as vocal about things like that, right? Because that's a flawed
Say women.
Women. We say females.
We trying to be
Female.
we trying to be politically correct, y'all.
Right. So women will not
He just-
say
he-
that. Well,
It is
like I
good.
said, I'm
You good,
military.
you good.
I'm
They be
military.
so tired of me politically correcting them sometimes.
I'm military. I'm done with all of the politically correct stuff at this point. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay, come
But-
on, finish your sentence
So
so I
like,
can ask him his
I
question.
never lied to her when I came back, right? So the problem with me and her was when I was deployed, she had lost that communication. When I went my first tour to Iraq, boom, bam, bow. I was there. I was terrified. We had the plane land. I got my kit. I have a whole loaded magazine with actual ammunition, live rounds. I'm ready to kill somebody. And I have to walk around the base like this. And where I'm getting let known, hey, IEDs go off like this. Hey, drones are constantly flying around. You can die right here. This could be your last chance of ever walking the planet of the Earth will be here. So I'm going through all of these things, and I'm just trying to communicate with the one person that is the most important to me at this point, which is my wife, right? So once she failed at that communication, that's when I learned, hey, this is situational. So I was benefiting her before, but now I'm gone and I have a chance at dying. I'm no longer as beneficial.
So, did you feel like it became more transactional?
It became way more transactional.
Okay.
That's when I became and then there was a point of obviously as a psych major, right, and me knowing the correct ways of how a relationship's supposed to go. I'm communicating these issues with her. She's getting very defensive. I can read the signs, right? This woman is obviously not going to survive through this deployment without me being there or coming home at all. So I already knew before I got back from the deployment, that it wasn't, she was going to do something. But that's why I was so willing and able to forgive that first time, right? Then once we went and met her family and everything, right? And we came back.
He was on that trip too.
Exactly. And we came back, and then that's when I got the letter from the doctor saying, hey, we got 4 full tears. We're saying we have to go in. We're going to replace this. The surgery is going to be scheduled out for July. We're pulling you from your job. You're not working. She was in the room with me, right? Because she's my wife. She heard everything. We did everything together. We even showered together every day. So, like, there was literally showered together every day.
That's a different topic, different conversation.
Either way.
Video, y'all.
Either way. Hey.
I mean, that's okay, but like,
listen.
Damn, y'all not have some rooms?
It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's
No,
save on the water bill, bro.
I'm not.
It wasn't just
I'm not
like, we
saying
took
it's
a long time still.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
we don't pay water. We were just having fun. Anyway, it was just a really close relationship. That was it was a really close and it was it was a really close relationship.
Yeah.
Either way, so after I see all this stuff, this is when I started to learn that it was situational. So that's when I'm not asking questions, but I started doing things, right? I was door dashing, but I knew that as I DoorDash, we were losing more money than we were making. So I'm seeing, okay, let me see how much logic I can interject in her. Like, is it just because I'm not making the money, or is it because I'm not making the money and she's frustrated, but she loves me? So I asked her questions like, okay, I just threw logic in her face, right? I just said it. I was like, hey, listen, Habibi, listen, I'm not DoorDashing today. We are negative on DoorDash. I'm driving. I just worked a 7-hour shift. Here's the receipts for it. We're negative $40, right? I made $32 DoorDashing for 7 hours, and it was like $2 to $3 an order, and now we're in the hole $40 because it took $50 to put into my gas tank, right? So I just lost all that money we just made. So I'm not gonna DoorDash anymore, and I'll try to figure out something else, right? That's my question for her, because she either does two things. She either comes back to me and she says, I think you should DoorDash, because she doesn't care about the logic. She just doesn't care about me. It's not she's in a relationship for me, but it's because I'm beneficial to her. And then, or she comes back to me and she says, matter of fact, to BB, just don't do anything. Wait until your surgery, and then we're going to get your arm fixed. When you get your arm fixed, we're going to be able to get you into work anyway. Right? Because it's all a time limit until I become the breadwinner again. Yeah. So I'm just asking, I asked that question, right? And I gave her that logic to see how she would react. Obviously, she reacted in a way that was very transactional. I just think you should DoorDash anyway. You should be doing something. It makes me feel kind of wrong that I'm, leaving the house and I'm coming back and you're there. Mind you, I'm never throwing back in her face, hey, you threw out your back and I did the work for 2 months.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
right there.
That's kind of, I'm just saying, I never do that in her face, but that's kind of like the feeling. So that's the question I asked, and that's how I kind of figured out, like, hey, this is transactional, you love me for me, or is this because I'm the breadwinner, and how long do I have as the breadwinner? Which she gave me an actual time limit of, well, I want you to just start learning how to make money in this amount of time, which was like a month or two. Like, she basically gave me a time limit of, I need you to start making something or helping me out, which I did, right? I started making money, but obviously by that time she had already cheated for the second time, so it was raps, right?
I know what you mean.
Rob is single too, y'all, so y'all can hit his phone. Oh, I got a good song for that.
But that's how I asked the question, and that's how I figured out. I don't want it to sound bad.
No, it don't sound bad.
I just didn't want you to have that impression that I lied. I just didn't want her to know the full extent of the injury until she kind of figured it out. When they told me, I knew beforehand in Iraq how bad it was. They were like, you tore this many muscles, your shit's inflamed, we can give you this medication to keep it from swelling, to keep you here until your deployment ends. So I already knew that. But when she was there, I was literally just waiting so she could see it, so she had the hard facts. So she knew that this isn't me bullshitting, this isn't me trying to get out of work.
Yeah.
This is a literal medical thing that a doctor is telling me, hey, you do this and you keep doing shit, your arm's coming off.
All right, what was your question for me? So no, I promised Zoe I'll watch this Canelo and Crawford fight with her, and it should be. I don't know what time it is, but it should be coming on. So
8:59.
Yeah, it should be starting pretty soon, probably in the next 30
I
minutes.
forgot my question for you, but we can wrap it up here. We can close it down here.
Damn, I was excited. I want that.
What was your response to mine?
I forgot it because you were saying stuff and I was listening.
I want to see if I can jog your memory before you go. It was about me and Zoe, and basically how did I know?
Oh,
so
why? Okay, how can I phrase this? Why do you feel like you have to keep your armor on if you're coming into the house when your space is supposed to be a safe space to where you can be able to take your armor off and be as open and vulnerable as you need to be because that's your partner?
Because whatever energy and vibe I bring into the house, it get multiplied by her. Women are multipliers.
True.
So, like,
which is a true statement.
A man's energy is more like of a creation. So it's more of a builder. I bring whatever I build. Like, say if I give a woman house, she multiplies the energy in the house by adding a woman's touch.
That wasn't the original question, but because you said it, it made me think of that one.
Yeah.
So when and where do you have space to really take your armor off to be free and to be you?
With you guys. and when I
eat me up like that, y'all.
Yeah, no, like with you guys, and then when I fight. When I fight, like sparring, boxing, MMA. When I do that, like initially it's the most scariest, nerve-wracking thing ever. It's probably like the weakest I ever feel in my life before I do it. But during it, the fact of doing it, I feel like I have a lot of aggression and anger in me that it makes sense because I have a direction of somewhere to put it. Even though I'm not intentionally trying to hurt somebody when I'm just doing a light sparring session, the fact that I'm training and honing my skills with other warriors makes me feel more connected with my manhood in a way where I don't have to display toxic behavior at home. Because if I give toxic behavior, that toxic behavior then gets because women have,
like you said, multiplied.
Yeah, and they have more of a consumerism type of energy. Like they consume the stuff that we put out, the stuff that we create.
So every time that I came home to Luana and
yeah. No, I get it though. I know exactly what he's finna say. Every time he came home to Luana and he was in a bad mood or he was anxious or sad or whatever, when he gave her that energy, it exploded in the house, and then her anxiety, even if it was just a little bit, even if he showed that he was a little bit off of his game, like the way it's different. Because when I give you anxiety, you give me reassurance. When I give a woman anxiety, she gives me anxiety back.
This is a yes or no answer. We're gonna keep it very straight to the point. Yes or no. So do y'all think that's a y'all problem or a them problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. I think it's human nature.
Okay.
Because you gotta think about it. When a woman tells you her problem, she's looking for you to be like, she's looking for you to empathize with that problem. Get in the emotion. Oh, Karen was being so mean. That bitch. You feel me? That bitch.
So why is it not? I guess that's the next question. Why is it not reciprocated with women?
Because we don't.
Because our as men, our brains, we function different. When I tell you something, I'm not looking for you to be like that bitch. I'm looking for you to be like, I'm looking for you to talk to me and help me come up with solutions. When a woman comes to me with her problems, the first thing I think of is how can I fix it? But she doesn't want me to think of how I can fix it.
But what if she don't want that?
She wants me to think of.
Never do.
But that's what I'm saying. She wants me to
problem.
empathize with her, and that's what I was saying. This is why when I take off my armor, I'm taking my armor off with you guys, because if I take off my armor with her and I give her the vulnerability, everything gets multiplied. Everything gets multiplied, and that's just. I don't think it's a men problem. I don't think it's a woman problem. I think it's human nature, and that's to wrap it up. Like I would say that's probably 100% why every one of my other relationships have ever ended is because I was ignorant to the world and I was ignorant to the way of how women work and the women nature. Like I just was ignorant to that. I didn't know. I was naive. I didn't know that women worked like that.
Okay, I will say this and then we can be done. Monroe, I think
a video.
Yeah, this is a video. You ain't never saw this video? So I'll say I played a glue.
I don't know. I come back from the military and I feel like this is like every video, so I just don't even I don't get the difference of it.
I think with us, I think I played a glue because y'all know if I ain't talk to y'all in a minute and I ain't lay my eyes on y'all, no matter if it's FaceTime in person, I'm like, where the hell you been? Cause
I know
what's going on, right?
Exactly.
Cause I done done it to both of y'all.
Yeah.
Multiple times, and even though I got your location, I tell y'all in text like I will pop up on you, so you better answer rather sooner than later.
Yeah.
I understand that. But that's because we're natural problem solvers, right?
Well, now you don't have a choice because now we got JLR.
That's true.
Now you don't got a choice. You signed this. You signed a death row.
I
baby.
will say that though,
What's up,
Juwan, the moment that you come to a woman and try to get her to fix the problem, she go look at you and ask you for the same answers you just asked her. It don't need to be straight. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just put it on for his helmet.
I don't care.
It's just for the helmet.
I don't care. Your
But yeah,
do-rag is crooked.
no, like you don't. And that's one thing that I think I still fuck up sometimes. Is I still think like, hey, like how can I need to ask her to help me come up with a solution when I realize
Help you to help me to help you.
Yeah,
But that's the
that's
thing.
not her place to do that. That's not her place to help me come up with a solution. It's my place to come up with a solution, and it's her place to multiply my energy. So I know, like, if I have the thought process of if I'm eventually make it, I'm gonna eventually make it to my destination. I'm gonna be cool.
Mhm.
It ain't no big deal. You feel me? It's no
Yeah.
big deal. But
Yeah.
With that being said, you guys, I appreciate it. We're three friends. We're reuniting.
Keep me up.
Recently, we decided to make a podcast and talk about everything.
They decided they just threw me in.
Yeah, we said Luke. We told Luke he didn't have a choice.
I really didn't have no
Really
choice.
doesn't
Like
happen.
honestly, who gonna keep us together? Like honestly, really,
Me.
Luke is like the glue, real shit. Otherwise,
Luke is the
we
glue
just
that
two
forces
guys
us
talking shit. We'd be two guys talking shit without Luke, and nobody wants to listen to two guys talking shit. So
A lot of
like I said-
guys.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys.
So anyway, once again, I'm Luke. That's Jawan. That's Rob.
Yep.
Hello.
He putting on his pop tech.
And we are
I'm talking-
JLR.
JLR.
Man.
Oh,
Until next time.
Luke
said